Hey everybody, Tim here. This video is just to address a question somebody left on one of my videos or on my channel, and it's something that I guess I really am remiss in not addressing sooner. It's a question they asked about the videos, about my my trike ride, recumbent trike ride videos, where I was traveling around the country. And I addressed this when I stopped the ride on Facebook, but I guess I didn't make any video for YouTube. And basically there's videos all the way up to where I'm in Lompoc, California, and then all of a sudden the next video is me talking about getting a van, and then the following videos are of the van and living in it, traveling in it. So this video is to tell you why I ended the ride, the reasons for it, so I'll try to keep it short, really just let you know what happened and why I decided to stop the ride. The original goal was to do a perimeter ride all around the entire United States with the recumbent trike, pulling a trailer with my two dogs and all my gear. And my ambitions may have been a little too lofty, but the goal was to do this to raise awareness for the fight against animal abuse. And in that sense, I feel that I was successful. I met hundreds of people along the ride, and many people, were inspired to get involved in their local local shelters or local programs to help animals that have been abused or that are in shelters and need assistance. So I left Phoenix. It was 6 months that I was on the road. I traveled 4,300 miles through 7 western states. Up the entire west coast, from San Diego all the way up to Forks, Washington. Mostly on the coast, along Highway 1 and 101, Pacific Coast Highway. It was pretty perilous, pretty risky, pretty rough in many places, pretty dangerous. I'm surprised I survived, and with as few close calls as I had. Once I hit Forks, Washington, I headed east, went through from the coast of Washington all the way through to Idaho, and I made it to Kalispell, Montana. At that point, people started to notice, and I really noticed, that my health was failing. I lost a great amount of weight. I think it was over 30 pounds. Was very weak. I was just not being able to maintain the calories and maintain what I needed for the rigorous ride. It was also when I realized that as I headed east, and I was hoping to make it all the way to the East Coast and then down south and then back to Arizona through the southern route. But as I was heading east, I was not able to stay ahead of winter, the coming winter. So after a few days in Kalispell, Montana, visiting friends, I decided that for my health and just because it became obvious that I had to do this, decided it was time to end the ride and head home. So I rode, still on the recumbent trike, pulling the trailer with my dogs and all the gear. I started heading south and rode down to Salt Lake City, where I spent about a week with my family there to recover a little bit more. And then after that, rode all the way down from Salt Lake City to Phoenix, back to Phoenix. And all of that, coming home was still quite quite a toll. It took quite a toll on me, but I made it back to Phoenix, and then spent some time in Prescott, Arizona, just recovering. And that's where I decided, you know, as much as I want to complete that ride, and if there's some way I can in the future, I will. But that's when I just decided it was, you know, maybe I'm going to do something a little different for a while and get a van and travel in it, live in it, you know, go to places where I can work. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm in Dallas. I've been here a little while. I'm working, saving as much as I can, trying to put money into the van to get it more livable and roadworthy. I still have quite a bit of video from the rest of the ride from Lompoc, California, all the way up the coast, you know, and then east to Montana, and then down south back to Arizona. I don't know if there's really much of an interest, though, for me to, you know, if people would really want me to continue editing all that video, and you know, I hope to, if I have time to do that. I like to share it. Some people like still to see it. It was an amazing adventure, especially, you know, for somebody over 50 years old, to do that ride. It was incredible. It was something I'll have, and I thank so many people that helped me to do that, and I feel that I accomplished the main goal, which was raise awareness. I influenced quite a few people, helped raise awareness for how we treat our animals, and you know, it's something that, you know, I hope everybody finds something that they're interested in, and their passion, and acts on it. Do something. It was incredible seeing the western part of the country that way, you know, pedaling a trike, doing usually about 30 miles a day, and that often took, you know, riding 8 hours because of some of the hills that I had to climb and places I had to traverse, and driving on shoulders that were only maybe a foot wide, you know, with the rest of the traffic, and then finding locations every single night to camp or to sleep. So it was my adventure, and I'm glad I was able to share. I have been able to share as much as I have been so far, and I'm glad that so many people helped me out and helped me succeed in that. And if some way in the future I am able to resume the ride, I will. I you know, still would love to see the rest of the country that way, even though there's a lot of things I might change to make it a little more safer and be better prepared. But I thank you, and this van life right now is the venture that I'm on. I'm sharing as much of this as I can. Also, I'm also, you know, making sure that I am responsible, and that I'm working and paying for it. I'm not asking other people to support me in this at all. But that is the reason why you see a video, one video where I'm in Lompoc, California, and then the next video in a van. So I appreciate all of you who are watching the videos, and I will continue to post as I'm able, and I hope your life is that you are doing what you want to do in your life, and that you're reaching your goals and doing things that help others and benefit this world. So thank you all.